There's a common misconception that it takes years on top of years on top of years on top of years to be successful and to get rich and to get everything that you ever wanted. But I'm here to tell you that it took me 9 months to make over 6 figures. It actually took me 6 months to make a little bit over 6 figures. And since then I've been scaling super fast. But the truth is that it doesn't actually take years to get rich, years to get successful. What it really is that it takes years for people to align their mindsets to their dreams, to their goals. So for example, say you have a dream, right? And your dream is to go out, and your dream is to be rich. Your dream is to be successful because you see all these other young entrepreneurs out here in this world making a lot of money super fast without even really trying, or so it seems. But the truth is like, the time limit can get cut in half. The time limit can get cut by 75% if you can align your subconscious mind with the version of yourself that you want to become. Because I know you sitting across the screen right now watching this video is somebody who prays about it every single day, somebody who dreams about it every single night. And you know that there's a version of you out there completing all your goals, or else you wouldn't even think like this. But your subconscious already has a foundation of limiting beliefs that you were just born with. For example, you go to school every single day so that you can go to college and then get a job, right? So everything you've done your whole entire life up until right now was to work a 9-to-5 job, was to get a salary, was to get an income based off of how much time you were working every single day. So if that's what you believe and that's what's in your head, then that is what is going to reflect in your life. That's what your outcome is going to be. So if your outcome is to be rich and your outcome is to go and make a lot of money, it's not gonna work if your limiting beliefs are just anchoring it, because they literally are. If you think that, and when I'm talking about this, I'm not talking about your conscious mind. You can tell me all you want that you want to be rich and that you know you're not worth, $20 an hour or whatever it is. But if your actions don't align, then it doesn't really mean anything. And when I'm saying that your conscious mind is because that's what you're speaking about, that's what you're showing me, that's what you're telling me, that's what you're telling people, that's what you're showing people. It doesn't matter. It's what you're doing behind the scenes when you're alone and by yourself. What's going through your mind. Like, obviously everybody gets doubts, negative thoughts, all those things, and that's cool. But if you're not able to take those doubts and negative thoughts and instantly, and I mean instantly, right when they come into your mind, flip them into a positive emotion or a positive thought, it's just harder. It's really, really, really hard to level up. And I've experienced this a lot, because when I first started off, I remember posting, I remember, taking sales calls. I mean, I don't know if you guys know what I do, but it's high ticket sales, and that's how I've made, going from $0 a month to 40, 50, making all this money that I've been able to show you guys. But it didn't just come from me, just doing it every day. It also took a lot of inner work, which is just my subconscious mind. And not until I understood how the brain actually works was I able to close more deals, make more money, and just have kind of like the world reflect those same realities that I've always wanted around me. And what I mean by that is, like, you'll slowly get to meet new people that have the same vision and have the same dream as you, because energy is a real thing. And if you're constantly telling yourself, I know I'm rich, I know I'm already wealthy, and I know I'm successful, even when you're making $0, bro, even when you're making no money, even when you're trying really hard, but you're making nothing, if you're constantly feeding yourself, right? If you're constantly watering your own plant with positive energy, then it's gonna surround yourself. For example, you're gonna get a lot more people who think like you to come your way. Don't ask me how, ask God how. It's just how the world works, and it's been proven time after time after time. And it's why the richest people always talk about psychology, bro. The richest people have the strongest mindsets. They know they're really confident in themselves. They're really confident in their mind and in their subconscious. At the end of the day, you're sitting across the screen watching this video because you know you're meant for something bigger. You could be 25 years old, you could be 60, you could be 12. It doesn't matter to me. Everybody has a brain. And honestly, if you are younger, it probably helps better to start reprogramming it now. So right now, tell yourself, I'm rich, I'm successful, I'm wealthy, I'm the man. I can do literally anything that I put my mind to, because the second you find out what it is you want to do to go achieve your goals, it doesn't matter what it is. You can do what I do and do sales. The reason why I do sales is simply just because I know how to speak really well. I didn't always know how to sell. I didn't actually ever do sales before I got into this space. And it literally took me 3 months to make a $10,000 a month. And I'm not telling you this to brag at all. I'm telling you this because a lot of people misconceptualize it as something it needs to take years and years and years of experience to do. But like, I'm proof. I'm sitting right here and I'm showing you and I'm telling you, you know what I mean, with hundreds and hundreds of videos that I started with my journey, that it just takes the mindset, right? And which is why you guys see me post a lot of videos online kind of saying, you were chosen by God to be rich. I'm not using God as views. I'm telling you that God has already planted a life. He's already planted the seeds, is why I keep saying water the plant. He's already planted the seed. There's a version of you. Think of it like a little seed in a plant, in soil, in a plant pot. It's you right here, the version of yourself that can be rich. It's a version of yourself that's broke. It's a version of yourself that's depressed. There's a version of yourself that has filled with anxiety. but it depends what water you're filling with. Fill it with dirty water, of course you're gonna get a terrible plant. You know what I'm saying? Are you following with what I'm saying? Fill it with positive energy, positive vibes. You know what I mean? Constant reprogramming of exactly what you want your life to look like. Guess what the plant is gonna sprout into? Does this sound like it's making sense now? Because if you don't actually believe you are the version of yourself who can be rich and successful, and you're constantly letting the doubts win, because there are gonna be doubts, okay? Understand, the doubts in your mind are real. They're going to pop up in your mind. There's negative energy out in the world. But if they win, if you let them take over, if you start to believe them and fall into those lies, and it's easier to fall into the doubts than it is to fall into the positive energy. Why? Because it requires you to do nothing, right? Oh, I want to go start in this business and I want to go make $10,000 this month. Oh, that's not real, bro. That's hard. That's what the negative thoughts are going to tell you. That's what the doubts are going to say. Yeah, I probably just shouldn't do anything. It's easy not to do anything. It's easy to sleep in. It's easy to play video games. It's easy to just do what you're already doing. But the version of yourself had to make a change, because he knows that if nothing changes, then what happens? Nothing changes. So if you're taking this seriously, and if you're not, click off the video, go watch somebody else, go watch more motivation until you absolutely just go deaf. I don't care, but you shouldn't need to fill your mind with constant motivation videos, discipline videos, blah, 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 because motivation will never last. You're gonna feel motivated, you're gonna feel like, oh yeah, I wanna go do this, this, and this because this guy did it. What's your why? What's your reason? Why do you wanna do it? Who do you wanna help, and who do you wanna prove wrong? Let me know, and attack it. Because I know, like, when you talk to your friends about your goals, you get super excited, you get super hyped up, and you can actually see the vision, you can see the version of yourself actually doing that. You start to feel chills on your body. You start to actually, like, envision a life where you're happy and free and just successful. But then you go back and now you're alone and you're like, damn, what was I even talking about? Where do I start? What do I do? I'll just push it back to tomorrow. And then one day turns into 6 months, and then it turns into a year. And then fast forward 10 years later down the line, you're at Walmart working for $16 an hour because you didn't ever take the step. And if that's something you're comfortable with, cool, great, go do it. And I literally don't care at all. I'll have little respect for you, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. The only reason why I'm gonna lose respect is because you're sitting on something so powerful, and it's sitting in your freaking mind. It's your subconscious. Control it, literally master it. Learn psychology. Learn how to pre-program your mind, because what does that do? It reprograms your life. Fill your plant with positive vibes, positive energy. Surround yourself around the right people, and the world is gonna help you. God is gonna help you do those things. Okay, so trust, have faith. That's what he talks about all the time. I'm really big on Jesus. I'm really big in religion, and I know that if you do these things and do it in a consistent pattern every single day and fall in love with it, there's really no way you can fail. There's a 0% chance you can fail if you're watching this video and you understand what I'm talking about and you actually put it to use. Do you know that? And how do I know that? Because I've had tons of people come to me, and we started from literally zero, and now they're making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 months. Because yeah, they got good at sales and I've helped them with that, but bro, what it really starts is your inner, is your subconscious mind. You can't get good at sales unless you actually, you can't get good at sales unless you actually believe that you are a person who they can look to for help. That's just an example, that's what I do. So it all starts with your mindset. Let's say you're a day trader, who cares? You're not gonna be good at day trading unless you think you're a person who can understand and read the markets and know exactly how money moves. So if you tell yourself, oh yeah, I'm already making 100K a month, this trade means nothing, click, buy, oh I lost money, who cares? You're gonna make it the next day. That's how you have to think. You can't let these things affect you. If you go to Chipotle and you want double chicken, but you're like, oh, it's $13, it's $15, I'm not gonna get that because I don't have the money, bro. You're gonna get the money tomorrow, right? Is that what you think? If you're like, how am I gonna get the money tomorrow? I'm probably not, oh no, I don't know how I'm gonna make the money. And then you're not gonna make it. There's literally no chance you can make it. And that kind of plays a role into why I picked sales as my way out, is because I can hop on a phone call literally whenever the hell I want to and close a deal and make money. Because I mean, like, what it is these guys are already selling programs and I just get in the middle of it and help them sell and take a commission. I don't want to talk about that too much on here. I have a bunch of videos where I do talk about it, but I mean, bro, like, it just starts, it really just does start with the mind. And if you can find a way to master it and actually attack your goals every single day, you are sitting on something so big. 30 days from now, 30 days from you watching this video, save it and send it to yourself, set a 30-day timer, and see how you feel. I'm not talking about any results. See how you feel. Do you actually feel like you changed as a person? Does your aura feel bigger? You know what I mean? Does it feel more light? Do you feel like a positive person? Do you feel like you're actually getting somewhere? Do you feel like these dreams and realities are coming more realistic to you? Did you have somebody else come up to you and want to ask you questions about something that you were actually praying? Like, are these things actually making sense? Because if you can actually, if you can set small goals and knock out the inputs every single day and make sure you keep reminding yourself you're supposed to be here, this life is waiting for me, I'm gonna be rich, I'm gonna be successful, I'm gonna retire my family, I'm gonna go pro, I'm gonna go whatever it is, whatever your goal is, it starts with the inner mind. And they don't teach us in school at all. I didn't learn it from school, I learned it from experience. You're not gonna learn it from school, you're going to learn it from experience. So if you resonate with what I'm saying and if you align with what I'm saying, please take that step. Please take that risk, because I'm telling you, bro, God chose you to be successful. This is all for you.